countdown, and you just, oh, hey there, guys and girls. I can't hear anything. How are you doing? Welcome to an Earned and Unlocked. I know it's been a hot minute since we've done one. I have Lady
3 months,
Sinister and
nigga.
shut up. I have Lady Sinister here and Hellavation. Ignore Hellavation for the rest of the night. He gonna say some shit. It gonna piss me off. And just ignore him. But you can
Yeah.
acknowledge Lady Sinister. Acknowledge that we dressed in sync for this.
I wasn't dressing up for shit.
Hot as dick out there.
Oh shit! It ain't actually hot. It's been raining like a motherfucker. But continue.
Fuck, I'm coming up to Alaska. It's been hot as dick up here. Hot as the devil's dick. So, y'all, it's been 3 months. There's stuff we could talk about. I don't know. Let's talk about the World Cup because that's the most prevalent gaming news that's going on right now. Me, I just don't care. I've been drunk while watching it, so I don't remember anything.
We didn't do the intros. You ain't started off the show right. See, you forgot how to fucking do your damn show.
Fuck me running. Okay, intros. See, it's been a while, y'all. We got lovely, oh so lovely, Lady Sinister.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning to all you people out there in the gaming community. It is Lady Sinister here on Earned and Unlocked.
Doesn't that just tickle you inside?
That tickles
And
my
then
balls.
we got the ball tickling Hellavation looking oh so sexy, all not dressed up for us though.
Yeah, Lady Sinister is the ball tickler. I'm just the guy who's receiving the ball tickling. But yo, what's going on out there, universe? It's your boy Hellavation. What's going on out there? Earned and Unlocked up in this bitch.
Like we said, y'all, it's been 3 months. Forgot how to do some shit. I zoned out for a second there. Ignore me. Forgot how to do some shit. We have lots to talk about if we want to talk about, because, like I said, you guys know I do the Vulture thing, so I have to keep up with the gaming news. But none of it's exciting like when the consoles first came out, so we can talk about FIFA for a bit if you guys want to start off there.
Talk about what? FIFA?
FIFA? Yeah, the World Cup there, Lady Sinister.
I thought, oh, you have FIFA 14 game, and I'm like, the real.
I've never played that, actually.
Last FIFA I played was FIFA 9, I think, or like one of the first FIFAs. It was like, because I was into like the whole soccer, because I used to love FIFA Street. That was my shit. And
That was a good game.
and then I kind of fell off around the end of last generation, so I didn't play the last FIFA Street. But yeah, I mean, I really don't care about the World Cup. You know, basketball. I'm still having a hangover from both my teams losing this year. The Broncos first in football, and then the Miami Heat. So I don't even give a fuck about sports. I don't really watch too much.
Well, I don't know. We did start watching the World Cup, and I did because I'm stupidly patriotic, even though I knew that we had no hope at all this tournament, this World Cup. I still had my flags and everything flying high, I suppose because I'm really patriotic. But yes, yeah, obviously England, we were at the bottom of our group and we're out, which is not surprising at all because we played like crap. It was almost laughable at the way that we played, especially when we invented the damn sport in the first place.
Right.
I know.
You boys suck.
I know, we suck really, really, really bad. But yeah, the USA are doing pretty good. So, and I have family over in America, and obviously I have a lot of American friends. So, I'm rooting for them still. I'm glad that they're doing really well, and maybe they do have half a chance. I don't know.
I mean, it's been so long since America's been relevant in soccer, though. So, and then you see all these motherfuckers all of a sudden they're talking about, oh yeah, you know, I support my local American soccer team. I'm like, the fuck? When's the last time you watched soccer, nigga? Name 5 players on the world team.
I don't get why in America and a lot of other countries why it's called soccer, especially as we invented the game and we call it football.
I think it was a little a side, kind of shot, from, America to fucking, the UK saying fuck you, y'all might have brought us over here, but we don't give a fuck. We'll call it whatever we want, kind of shit. You know how Americans are. We like to buck tradition and fucking we don't give a fuck.
Exactly. I can't complain though. I always make fun of everybody else, but Canada hasn't been in FIFA since 1986, so before I was born. Motherfuckers are doing. I can see them. How old is she doing up the fucking count? I wasn't born in '86, but I do have a wedgie.
I think Sinister was just born in '86 or something.
Just
Don't
what?
do the math, people. What?
I think you were just born in '86, weren't you? Or yeah,
Well,
'86 or
I was born in '87.
oh, '87, so a year after.
Yeah, the year after, but yeah.
But let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's talk about PlayStation having no games still after E3. What's going on with that, Sinister? Give me the lowdown. What's going on with your brand that you support?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's a few games that I'm actually looking forward to, not exclusive to Sony, but coming out in, in autumn time. I'm looking forward to Assassin's Creed Unity, and
Mhm.
the fact that that is now co-op, so you can play the storyline with friends. I'm really
Wait a
looking.
minute. Wait a minute. Who was talking about Assassin's Creed should be co-op? Who said that again? Who was talking about that just 3 months ago?
Oh,
Oh,
I
that would
don't
be
want
me.
it to
Yeah,
be
that's me.
co-op.
That's right. That's me. I was saying that. I said that. So it seems like
I'm
Ubisoft is
looking
watching.
forward to it being co-op. Actually,
No, I was saying I've always said that like fucking Assassin's Creed should be co-op. I was like, it just makes sense rather than having that stupid ass multiplayer
multiplayer.
bullshit
Yeah,
which nobody
exactly.
plays. Put a co-op in there and kind of have it like a Borderlands kind of feel to it, and and I mean I don't know how it's gonna play out, but I think it'll be a step in the right direction.
I just hope they sort out lag and stuff because I mean the great thing about Assassin's Creed is they dedicate a lot to the storyline and to the graphics and stuff. I just hope that it being co-op and that they're able to sort out the lag and there isn't any issue, with that sort of thing. Because like when they brought out the DLC for Black Flag, I had huge issues with it. The fact that it wouldn't really work and it glitched here and it glitched there. Do you know what I mean? So I'm hoping that they've sorted out the logistics of it being co-op. I'm hoping that I'm not going to end up screwing
Okay. See what you refuse to realize about Ubisoft is Ubisoft just doesn't know how to make games. I mean, they haven't made a really great game in years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, although Assassin's Creed has been pretty decent, I mean, Assassin's Creed even to me hasn't been good since two. So I mean, like it's just been on a downhill spiral, and they keep trying to do all this weird shit and add shit in, and then they flip the whole storyline, and then the storyline kind of doesn't make sense anymore. And it's just becoming too stale to me. So it's like, I don't know if I'm gonna fuck with Ubisoft on their next
You
game. I'll
can't
probably
even
go.
say that though, because Watch Dogs did pretty well.
Watch Dogs did pretty well, but it was still trash, just like I said it was gonna be.
Watch Dogs did pretty well in sales and stuff. So they are, you got Rayman Legends, and you've got a couple of other games that they actually come out with that do pretty well sales wise. You know what I mean? They
Yeah,
do
but
pretty well.
I mean, but that just allows them to keep on coming out with what I like to call shovelware. It's just like they're not, breaking ground or doing anything great. I mean, like I said, a lot of people think Watch Dogs was a huge letdown. I mean, and I think if there was more games out right now to compete with Watch Dogs, I don't even think Watch Dogs would have got a second look, to be honest. I just think that since
Yeah.
there's no games and there's nothing to play, everybody was like, oh, well, it's either Wolfenstein or Watch Dogs. Which one am I gonna get?
Well, yeah, I bought Watch Dogs and I played Watch Dogs and yeah, the graphics were a complete and utter letdown. The online I had issues with it for a long time. I completed the storyline and I didn't really see any point in being on the online, to be honest. I mean, the online, I don't know. I wasn't that interested in it, and I think in a way that it's wrong because you're just online all the time. If someone wants to hack you, then you're online all the time, and they can do that, and you can't actually turn off online if you didn't want to play online. So they should have at least given an option. If you didn't want to do the whole hacking thing, then they should have given you an option to turn it off, really.
Well, I think the problem with games today is there's just too much online. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I just want to play it like, and I think Thefloorhugger, she said this a million times, but sometimes you just want to play a game by your fucking self, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Sometimes you just,
Yeah. I
just
don't
want to
like you,
zone.
motherfuckers. Leave me alone.
She actually posted that on her Facebook the other day. Quit sending me game invites. I don't want to play with you motherfuckers. I'm like, okay, damn.
Well, they keep sending me like Farmville invites. I'm like, I don't fucking play Farmville. Leave me the fuck alone.
I don't know. I kind of like, because I've been out of the loop and stuff like that. I have started playing Farmville.
Oh, fuck you.
I know. I'm like in this depressed state where I'm actually playing Farmville.
There's no fucking games. This is like the worst launch of a video game consoles in history. Like, I mean, PlayStation 2 wasn't this bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody talks about, oh, well, all game launches are bad. I'm like, no. Like, back in the day, I remember N64. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no, I was just grabbing my nips. You go. Sorry.
I was just saying that, game. I remember, the Sega launch. I remember, N64. N64 had a gang load of games. I mean, Mario Party. Fucking, it had Mario Sunshine, which like I had oodles of fun playing that shit. I think GoldenEye came out like 2 years later, but I think Perfect Dark, Star Fox. I mean, it had so many games that launched with it. It was like, what have we had this year that's launched with PlayStation? PlayStation's only got one exclusive title and a bunch of fucktard indie games that they're charging you $2.99 for.
Oh my god. Anyway,
So
yeah.
What have you been playing? What have you been playing, Hugger? Like, that's the question. Like, what have you been doing?
Well, holy shit. Steam is having their sale, so I've been buying up shit like crazy there.
When
Crack
is
sales.
Steam having a sale?
Yeah, Steam's having their summer sale.
No, this
like
is the
90%.
summer sale. This is when like everything must go.
Yeah. And so I've been buying shit there, but I've been playing Dragon Age Origins. I bought Syndicate from EA. What else did I? I'm playing the beta of Swordsman from Perfect World. That's pretty good. But see, I can't talk about it, but I was excited for Dragon Age Inquisition. I can't talk about it, but oh, it looks so good. Oh, it looks so good. I want to play Dragon Age so bad. I love BioWare games, Mass Effect 3.
I don't know. BioWare has been dropping the ball on their games lately. I mean,
Hasn't everybody?
But that's what I'm just saying, like, everything is owned by EA or Activision now, so it's like, the essence of all those companies. I'm looking forward to The Witcher 3, but I mean, I think that's coming out next year. If I had a game console right now, honestly, I would buy Halo Anniversary. Like, I would be on that shit like heavy.
All right, I'm gonna read you guys out a list. This is from what I had to do for Vulture. This is games that caught my eye. This eye, and this one, that came out during E3 was announced as Mortal Kombat 10, what is this? I can't read my writing. Arkham Knight, there we go. Rise of Tomb Raider, Mirror's Edge 2. The new Mass Effect was announced. I don't care for Homefront 2, Assassin's Creed, Dragon Age, and that's really it. Like, there was no other. I didn't really pay attention to E3 at all, though.
I didn't even watch E3 this year. That's how bad it was. I was just like, I don't care. I mean, there's nothing that they can announce that's gonna make me like. If they would have announced the Last Guardian, I would have been like, oh, I would have had an orgasm. But like,
Splooge.
You know, since there's like no premiere game. I mean, actually, this is the first year that I'm actually really excited about Call of Duty since Black Ops 2. Although, you know, everybody's like, it's gonna be the same game. I'm just like, hey, a new designer's making it. There's no first-person shooters coming out this year, so it's like, I'm looking forward to it. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
what
just
about
want to
the
play
vote?
my single players.
And Destiny?
What?
Destiny come in.
Destiny's not really a first-person shooter though. It's a MMORPG, and the more I see it, the more I'm not liking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've been hearing, well, one of my friends actually played the beta for Destiny, and he wasn't too impressed with it, I must say. And I actually, respect his point of view and his taste on games, because we have very similar tastes. So, I do appreciate his sort of opinion, and if he's not looking, if he's doesn't see that it's good, then I'm not too excited about it now.
You know, I found out that the original makers of Knights of the Old Republic, Star Wars, they're coming out with a Knights of the Old Republic 3. And I'm like, fuck yes, I cannot wait. They fucking gave up on that MMO bullshit, and now they're just coming out with their own standalone series again. I'm just like, you can't come out fast enough, baby. I can't wait.
Nerd.
How about Uncharted, though? Uncharted's coming out.
Uncharted, there's just not enough. There's not enough info on Uncharted. All they did was show like a little trailer for it at E3, and I'm just like, I'm excited, but when is it coming? Do I have a release date? How close is it to being done? You know, it's like Sony right now is like just giving Sony fans hope on fucking shit that may never come, and I don't like that right now. It's like, oh, well, we're so broke that, we can't put out any games, so we're going to give you hope about games that could possibly come out, but we're not going to give you any solid release dates or anything. So it's just like, really? Really?
That's the way I feel. I saw the Tomb Raider trailer and whoa. I got all excited, but then it's like, mind you, Lara Croft, it could be a video game about Lara Croft fucking walking in circles, and I would be happy as a clam. Because, did you see the way that bitch looked in the new game, in the trailer?
Yeah, I seen it. She was looking mighty hot. But it's just like, I don't know, man.
It looks good in the trailer, though. Every game looks good in a trailer until you actually play it.
Yeah.
Isn't that true for people? Everything looks good on screen, and then you see it in real life, and you're like, hey!
I don't know about that. Y'all two, I bet you y'all two bitches in 3D will look absolutely delightful.
Well, yeah, that's something else.
Do you know how many people on my Facebook, like when I tag you guys in statuses, they're like, who are those girls? I'm like, those are my best friend. They're like, shit, they're hot. I'm like, yeah, one's a lesbian, one's married, so you can't fuck with neither one of them. Like, still, I could look, nigga. And like everybody's like, oh, Florence just got this natural beauty about her. I'm like, no, that's called her being too lazy to put on makeup.
Yeah, that's too lazy to put on makeup, and by the time I usually get on camera, I'm a few beers in when I have people, so it's like.
So, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Gaming to me this year is just a wash, really. It's just a bunch of multi-plats that's like, keeping it. I mean, Destiny, I'm still going to get it just for the sake of playing it with Sinister, because I love just having an MMO in my life to play with somebody in Quest, but I don't have any expectations of it. I'm glad I avoided that ESO bullshit, because ESO was just a travesty, just like I said it was going to be. And it's sad because I was excited for 2 years for ESO, so... But, it's just game developers are so greedy now that they don't even know how to make MMOs anymore. And I'm just like, really? I'm like...
They don't know how to make games. Look, why do I feel so, fucking short in this frame? Did I shrink?
I am looking forward to Assassin's Creed. I do every year. And I suppose because, I just love the concept of it. It's something that really does appeal to me. It has that twist of, that controversial, side to it, the history, all that, everything actually that I'm quite into is rolled into
Nerd.
So,
You know, I would love to see an Assassin's Creed mixed with Uncharted, mixed with Siphon Filter, mixed with a Grand Theft Auto kind of game. Like, I would love to just see a third-person shooter that truly was its own dimension, you know? And I hear, you know, there's rumors that, you know, they're going to do another Red Dead Redemption. So,
Yep.
and,
And a new Bioshock.
yeah, BioShock. I'm not really excited about BioShock because the guy that created it's not going to be making it. So,
Yeah.
you know, so I'm like, I don't know about that. Um, and then you know, I heard that they're going in production with another Borderlands, so that's going to be good. So, but all
Oh
these
yeah,
games are
Borderlands
like,
the prequel.
yeah, all these games are like 2016, 2017. I'm like, you know, who knows what I'll be doing in in those years? I might be fucking dead. So it's just like, you know, knock on wood, but you know, fucking, it's just like, you know, how do you guys, how do these developers not have any oversight and not thinking that, oh, you know, well, you know, game consoles are coming out in 2014, so maybe we should have some games lined up.
yeah, it's true. It's true. I never remember. I don't remember games being this dry, or is it just that now I'm.
Sexy twins.
You know what it feels like when you haven't had sex for a while and you're kind of like on edge? This is what it feels like. It's the dry spell. Like, there's no new games to play. I played the definitive edition of Tomb Raider, which actually looked really good, and it's like, okay, there's nothing new. I need something new. I can't keep banging the old same bitch over and over again, so give me
Oh, I'll
something
use
new.
my hand.
Yeah. There's only so many times Pamela Henderson can take care of me.
Um, you know, Titanfall was trash, just like I said. I mean, that game didn't even make it. That game didn't even make it to June. It was like that shit was dead in May.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. And then it just won so many awards at E3, though. I was just like, really, a game? I mean, what was innovative about it? What was great about
The
this game?
Titans.
You know, fucking nobody bought it. Not even Xbox fans bought it. They'd be on 360. They were just like, yeah.
If I got it for free, I'd get it, but other than that, I'm not paying for it.
What you about to say, Sinister?
I said, yeah, no, it kind of just like flopped, didn't it? It was just like no one was interested in it. I mean, there was some people excited beforehand, but really, yeah, it just kind of flopped and sort of just. You've got people who still like it, and I don't have an issue with people who like Titanfall. It's not my kind of thing and never was. Do you know what I mean? But I never bashed Titanfall because, I didn't actually play it myself because I don't have an Xbox. So, I didn't want to necessarily bash it because I haven't played it. But it's
I
not.
mean, I'm giving PlayStation a hard time, but Xbox only's got like what 2 exclusives coming out this year: Sunset Overdrive and for Forza Horizon 2.
Stutter, nigga.
It's a fucked up, stupid title, so that's why.
Hold on, let me check the comments.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about
What up,
that shit.
everybody? I know, because I have to go to my email to check it because it doesn't do what it was the live feed before.
Yeah.
Oh, gotta talk about YouTube after this. What up, King? What up, everybody else? My hair is long. I've been growing out for Lady Sinister, so she has something to grab onto.
All heads off, actually.
Don't touch the hair.
Her hair is getting kind of long. It's like past her breast now. She need to trim it a little bit.
I like it though.
We all got to get that summer trim. Yeah.
No, fuck summer trim. Get a summer body.
I'm like too lazy. It's just constantly up in a bun or just scruffed up, and I'm actually
Like
too
a naughty
lazy
librarian.
most of the time to do anything with it. But then when I do make the effort, I want to do styles that need long hair.
Yeah.
And then my hair doesn't seem to be long enough at the same time. It's just, I don't know. My hair always pisses me off.
You can't win.
I can't
Hey,
believe it.
I like the pigtails look though. That's kind of hot right there. So
You know
it's
what you call a girl with pigtails? Handlebars.
Yeah.
I
she
gotta say.
She got some handlebars on her chest though. So shit, she don't even.
Yeah,
need
but
that.
I can't grab those. Wow, inappropriate conversation right now.
I've got handlebars on my hips too, so there's not grab onto.
But if you're down there, I can't grab onto
Hey,
those
hey,
because I'm home.
I don't hear Blitz complaining. So shit.
Oh, okay. Diverting from topic, you sick motherfuckers.
uh,
YouTube changed their layout once again. Not like visual. Well, it was a visual update more than anything else. They took some buttons, moved some buttons, and put it in, what is it called? Creator Corner? Yeah, you have to go to
mhm.
Creator Corner to get all your stuff now. They just took some buttons and moved some buttons. And then they did a subscriber dump where they went through and cleared out all the old, fuck, I'm hot, all the old accounts,
Yes,
all
you
the
are.
inactive accounts. I know, fucking, I'm sexy as fuck, and I can't help myself. Wow, ego, woo!
Hey, you're allowed to have it though.
No, be humble. You know what I'm saying? Ooh,
Yes.
y'all here? Crytek's in trouble.
What they do now?
Well, first of all, they've dumped plans for a new Rise. The new, what is it? I'm looking at my vagina because my vagina has all the answers. A new Crisis is on hold. They haven't been paying their employees since March. They're bleeding employees. They went from 800 people down to a handful. It's like, I think Crytek's gonna close. But in a good news, THQ is back. Well, not THQ. Titles were bought by a company, and they're gonna go under the THQ umbrella, which is nice. And they're gonna make, what did they say? Fuck's that game? Saints Row. I can't think of any other THQ games when I say that.
Saints Row.
I preferred it to GTA, but that's just a personal thing.
Crytek. I mean, I don't ever see them going under just because simple fact somebody will buy their engine technology and the problem with Crytek is Crytek's run by a bunch of eggheads who, just know how to design engines and make, amazing 3D models. They don't know how to put together a game. I mean, even the Crysis game storylines suck balls, you know what I'm saying? So, and THQ coming back, that means Metro will get another title, so that's good.
Metro
That's good.
Last Light was good.
Yeah, yeah. Metro is the shit. So, and I think Metro on the Crytek engine would be the shit. Like if they did Metro on the Cry Engine 3, that would be the shit. So I don't see Crytek going under, but it's just like that's the way all gaming companies are going right now because they just don't know how to make games. They don't know how to keep their audience interested.
I think we're too demanding as gamers. Like, well, not too demanding. I think we're tired of mediocrity. Most people in life are tired of mediocrity. Tomb Raider was the perfect game for me. I had enough adventuring, I had enough exploring, I had enough achievements, and it still had a good story and stuff. Same with BioShock. But I want that. I don't want Titanfall, a half-ass game. I spend 70 motherfucking bucks with you, or what, over $100 if you're going for special editions, or if you've been in the series like with Mass Effect. I want quality. I'm not gonna compromise on that. And if you jip me, you will pay.
Well,
It's your life.
especially when the economy has been like so bad. When you think about homelessness is on the rise, using food banks is on the rise, people losing their homes, a lot of foreclosures and stuff. So people are in a position right now where they can't, just flippantly throw away, $60 or £60. Do you know what I mean? So
Exactly.
if you're expecting to still charge that sort of money, you at least need to give us something for that. People are like,
money's worth.
are starting to actually sit back and go, well, what am I actually paying for? Whereas before, when people had that spare cash or whatever, they were just like, oh, well, it's nothing. Do you know what I mean? But now it's like people are like, well, what am I actually paying for?
Well, the problem with development in general is that they try to put too much emphasis on graphics. Don't get me wrong, I'm a graphics whore, and I say it's 2014 and we should have great graphics in games, but, I mean, I bet all of us agree, including Blamma sitting in the background, that we'll pay for substance over graphics any day of the week. Like if I can get a great game with marginally decent graphics, as long as it doesn't look like Minecraft. I mean,
Doesn't look.
I'm willing to pay $60 for a great game that I can play for 4 or 5 months. You know what I'm saying? It has a good single player, has a good multiplayer, but I think developers put too much emphasis on adding, and that's where, I kind of agree and disagree with Hugger about gamers are too demanding. We're too demanding when it comes to, I think, online games, but I don't think we're too demanding when it comes to single player. Because, like, single players, back in the day, they had substance, they had story, they had development, they were long, they had all kinds of different things that you can do to make the game longer. And I think multiplayers have gotten so complex. I mean, and this is what Call of Duty suffers from. Call of Duty actually is a great series still. It's doing too much. It's like, and it's not listening to what people really want. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think developers, being out of touch with gaming, is the problem. It's like when you're not a gamer, you don't know what gamers want. So you just fucking kind of take a poll and like, oh, well, I'm going to go with all the trolls. They give me all these dumbass suggestions to put in my game, and it just doesn't work. I mean, so that's my opinion. What do you guys think?
Yeah, well, I think with, like, say, Call of Duty, I really feel like what they should do is simplify the mechanics of actually playing, because most people play Call of Duty really for the competitive and social side of it. They do sort of, like the whole, they do care to a certain degree about the whole look thing, but in actual fact, they just want to compete with each other. That's what it's about, and so they just want to be able to shoot a gun and be able to shoot as many people as they possibly can, and possibly have a achievement to work for, like a high score streak, like dogs or whatever it was, like, or a Mohab. When you actually, achieved that, you felt like a god, and you were like, that's what people with Call of Duty really play it for, is that competitiveness. So maybe if they focused on actually simplifying the mechanics of it, simplifying, take away all these perks and dirt and all this sort of stuff, and give you just basic stuff, so it comes down to skill more than, like, giving you all these sort of handouts that you can just put on this gun and that gun and everything else and make things better. Everybody. That's why Call of Duty on YouTube is still a high view, a high sub count, thing, because people want to watch competitiveness. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I don't think gaming is a sport. I don't think it should be in a sport category. But that's why people play, watch sport, is to watch their favorite team or whatever be competitive. And in Call of Duty, you feel like you are the talent, you are the star, and you can be competitive.
Well, I think the essence of Oh, sorry. I think the essence and definition of sport is just, or competitiveness, or a competitive setting. So in a sense, like, gaming can be a sport, but the problem with gaming being a sport is there's no organization to it. As with, like with soccer, what team is gonna go where, and how they got there. Although let's say Sinister tell it, it's corrupt. Say if they were like football, soccer, basketball, any sport, how guys got there with, like, Call of Duty, League of Legends, all these fucking sports. You don't know how the fuck they got to the top. Like, how many guys did you beat? Like, did you climb from the bottom and get to the top? I mean, how many teams did you face? It's just, that doesn't make sense. It just seems like, they just put these people there in this tournament, and then they say they're the best team for the tournament, and then they go on to a different tournament, and it doesn't have any organization to it. So that's the reason why it'll never be taken serious as a sport.
I mean, and especially, like, you in American football, I apologize, I don't know any teams for American football, but just take a team. You wouldn't necessarily have the team that actually goes and competes, and then they go, you can have tryouts for our team, and you can be a junior, whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like that person hardly scores a goal, or just, manages to kick the ball, and it's like, yeah, you can be on our team. And that's what, Call of Duty and League of Legends and that sort of, teams do. They have they don't actually, they go, okay, you look kind of good, you can be on our team. It's like, there's not, like you said, there's not really any organization to it, any, ability or anything like that.
You know
Yeah.
what? Um, fucking shit. I gotta stop drinking. You know what? And Elevation was with me from the very fucking beginning of doing all this. Not YouTube, sponsorship mainly. I can attest to this. It's all about looking good. If you are a good-looking person, you're more likely to get, especially if it's like a sponsorship for Gamer's Edge or something where your face is gonna be on it. You're gonna be, if you're good looking, you may fucking suck at the game, but if you're good looking, you're gonna get farther. And
And you have to be single too, bear in
oh
mind.
yeah, so people
You
can
have
hit
to
on
have
you.
availability.
Mhm. If
Unless
you're
you're
single,
male.
good looking.
Unless you're male, because there's not many females actually in this world who go, oh, he's a sexy YouTuber. Do you know what I mean?
I do.
But there are, teenage boys out there. So, if you're a good-looking female, with a good-looking body, then you can pretty much do anything on YouTube and sell pretty much anything and get any sponsorship because, and you can be absolute crap at the game, absolute
Mhm.
crap. But you also have to be single and available so that these teenagers feel like they have half a chance
Mhm. That's
at the
true.
same time. So if you're married or a lesbian.
I don't know. I mean, lesbians. I mean, nobody's. No,
That's forbidden
ever
fruit.
since ever since Ellen Page came out, I mean, nobody said, "Oh, I don't want to. I still don't want to fuck Ellen Page." A lesbian is like the ultimate conquest, like, because every guy's fantasy is to turn out a lesbian. You know what I'm saying? I've only known a few guys in my life that can do it, but that's like every guy's fantasy. Whereas, like, nobody wants a gay. No female wants to turn a gay guy out. They're like, "Oh, he's gay. I don't want him." So I, I think that's kind of like, that's a bad example. But I think with gaming or gaming as a sport, it does have to do with looks a bit, but I think it's more about networking and ball licking. It's all about
Mhm.
who you know and who you associate with, and who can get you into where and who can put you into the right position. Because I mean, let Floorhugger tell you, I mean, to get where she's at with Vultra and all that shit, she had to scratch and claw. Just because she looked good didn't mean she automatically got picked up by niggas. So a lot of it has to do with who do you know, and can they vouch for you, and are they willing to put their necks out on there. And the gaming community is very cutthroat. It's like, oh, nigga, I'm not giving you no handouts.
Yeah.
So
You can
I
have
think,
elevation.
People would rather cut your throat than give you a handout on YouTube.
Exactly.
yeah,
You can have elevation. I remember when me and him, before we had some issues with exes, we used to hang out with a group. It was, not gonna say the names, but it was like 4 or 5 of us. We'd get on Skype calls like almost every day. We'd play video games together. We'd do stuff together, and we'd always help each other. And then shit started to go awry. And then we stopped trying to help each other. And I'm like, you know what? I'm always one for helping people out, but if I can, like, I don't know. I got this from Elevation, this fucking mind ninja shit. It's like, if I can see your intentions, I don't want to be like, if somebody hits me up, yo, how do you get some sponsors? I'm more likely to not talk to you because I want to be your friend first before I help you. If you are just here to use me, fuck you. Unless you're paying me, then fuck me all night. I'm getting a good paycheck. But I want to be your friend first, and if I see you're a fake motherfucker, I'm not gonna help you.
Mm.
I mean, when you get to the top, that's when you can help people. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're on your grind, you can't really look at the people you step on. I know that shit sounds fucked up, But I mean, it's the way it is because when you stop and help people, those motherfuckers are the exact same people that'll pull you down. Like, tell somebody you got a goal, like, oh, I want to lose 392 pounds, like me. Oh, you fat nigga, you ain't gonna ever do that shit. You can't do it. You can't go to the gym. You can't work out. Can't do this. Can't do that. Everybody and their mama will hate on you, and you gotta tune the voices out. Oh, you want to get a sponsorship, hooker? Oh, you'll never do that shit. I mean, it's impossible, man. Nobody ever does that shit. That shit's a myth. You know.
Remember when I got the Gamer's Edge one and that one person was pissed at me, the girl from
Yeah.
over there?
Yeah.
I was like,
I mean, that's the way it is. I mean, you gotta have tunnel vision when you got a goal. You know what I'm saying? You can't look left, you can't look right, and you damn sure can't look down because all your haters will be like, "You stepped on me." It's like, yeah, you fucking right, nigga. Now stay down. you
pretty
know.
much.
I think my problem with YouTube is that doesn't appeal to me. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I'm not looking to have millions of subscribers. I've always turned around and said, of course that would be nice. Do you know what I mean? But I suppose for me, I'm just doing it as a hobby. So, and I've made that very clear from the beginning. So I don't understand why people want to slit my throat. Do you see what I mean? Because I think to be honest, most people don't think that I'm being honest. Do you know what I mean? They're like, oh, what, you're telling me you're not playing a game here? And I'm like, no, because like I've had a lot of people approach me for partnerships and things like that, and I've turned them all down. Because I'm just not interested in all of that. I have enough going on in my life to be focused on that sort of thing. So I'm just out to, I suppose with me, with YouTube is I've always had this like sort of creative flair, and I used to write. I've done the whole blog thing and everything else, and I just don't have time to sit and actually write anymore. So I suppose I was going to use YouTube as a platform. As a hobby, do you know what I mean? But so I don't understand why there is this sort of, especially with me, if you're in this persona of not actually wanting to, actually get up there and get sponsorships and get all that sort of stuff, that why people still feel like the need to cut your throat. Do you know what I mean?
Because I mean, YouTube is a community of snakes. I mean, and I'm talking. This YouTube is just a small example of this. I mean, you apply this to business, and that's 50-fold. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said if you're a I mean, that's what separates the millionaires from the broke niggas. It's because if you on your grind and you on your hustle, I mean, like you gotta be hyper focused. You can't give a fuck what nobody thinks. You can't give a fuck. I mean, look at LeBron James, nicest motherfucker you'll ever meet. Cool as fuck, does everything for both Akron community and Miami community, and he gets so much hate because he made a decision to go to a different team. He might have did it wrong, but the nigga still, he still does a lot for his community. But this motherfucker, every time he fucking makes a mistake, everybody's like, I was waiting for you to fall off, nigga. If that nigga took a second every time somebody hated on him, he would never be where he is today. And that's what I mean. That's what separates the men from the boys. And that's the reason why, I get where Lady Sinister's coming from. I'm like, this YouTube life ain't for me because, that's what it is. And she's said several times that that's not even in her character. You know what I'm saying? Like her to step on a motherfucker. Now me, I've become kind of jaded in my life, so I don't mind stepping on a motherfucker. I actually kind of smile like, ha ha, nigga, I stepped on you. So I don't mind stepping on a motherfucker to get where I'm going, but I also am a person that when I get to where I'm going, I will come back and pick your ass up. But
Amen.
you're gonna have to lay there for a while. So, but that's what I mean, and I mean that's what Hugger took away from everything I told her. So you gotta just tune motherfuckers out and do what you gotta do, because if you stop to listen even for a second, you're gonna fail, and everybody's gonna laugh at you. They're gonna say, I told you, bitch, you couldn't do it. Told you.
After
my personality is different because I've always been like a hard worker. I'd be that one who is constantly with their head down, like, you know, plowing away, you know, just, you know, I've always been a hard worker. I've never been like shy when it comes to hard work. So I suppose it's just not in my nature to, you know, step all over people and use people and stuff. I always see the good in people regardless of how life has treated me and experience has treated me. I'm
Yeah.
always that stupid, naive, and I look at people and I go, oh yeah, we're just friends, or we're just this, you know
You're
what I mean? And I'm
gullible.
shocked every time I'm stabbed in the back. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I just
Yeah, I
can't.
wouldn't call you stupid or naive. You know what? You being around you you ask most people I hang out with real life and Elevation because he's known me longer than anybody here. Like, I've become a fucking bitch. Especially after some ex troubles, I've become a bitch. And I usually don't have 2 cents for people unless, you know, we're working together, we have a good relationship, we have a working rapport. But I'm a bitch. But being around you, it's like, okay, I don't have to be a bitch. I can actually be nice for a change. I'm still a bitch, but I can see the splendor of life, not just be, you know what, fuck everybody, I'm a grumpy motherfucker.
The problem I have with Lady Sinister is that she's a gullible hard worker, and she's the person that she will work and then be fired. You know, like that. Like she'll build a company and then the motherfucker will steal it from her. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, thank you for building this wonderful, amazing company. Now get out, bitch!" And she's just left destitute, broke, and crying and shit. And I'm trying to give her some Sith knowledge and be like, "You gotta cut a nigga's throat with this lightsaber." I'm like, "You're married to a cutthroat nigga. I don't know why you not a little cutthroat."
I mean, that's the thing. Like, we are like yin and yang because, like, he does do that. Like, he does bring that in, and he is the one that says, you know, now it's time to say, like, fuck you. It's, you know, being selfish. Do you know what I mean? He does bring that out of me. But yeah, just generally in my personality, I'm always the one who just, you know, gives and just keeps on giving, no matter how jaded I get. You know. It's, I don't know. It's
I mean,
weird. I watch too many Disney films, I think.
Hugger, no, well, don't let Hugger fool you. Hugger was just like you when I first met her. You know, she was very shy and, you know, kind of gullible and believed everything that people said. But once I exposed her to the dark side of niggas, but you know,
I become a bitch.
I got out Sith by Sith too. It happens to the best of us, but it's just like for people that like just continually like have you got to be a little jaded in our society nowadays, especially if you're trying to get somewhere. You know, if you're not trying, if you want to just have a simple life and, you know, raise your family and just make enough money just to do nice things every now and then okay, the hard working attitude is cool. Like, you know, do you be a worker bee? That's cool. Me, I'm trying to be the king. You know, I'm the Sith Lord. You know what I'm saying? So if you try to be a king or a lord, you can't be nice. You know what I'm saying? You could be nice to a point, but you know, you gotta be like Marie Antoinette and be like, bitch, off with your head. You know what I'm saying? After a while, you can't
Pretty much.
you can't be that nice person and keep giving people chances, because the more chances you give them, that's the more opportunities you give them to fuck you over. I mean, in YouTube, I don't even understand why it's so cutthroat, because you don't make any money on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got a partnership, you don't. I mean, you're not gonna become a breakout personality from the gaming side of YouTube, because there's just too many motherfuckers trying to do it. Everybody got a capture card nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just it's not fun anymore. You know, it was fun in 2011, 2010, but now it's just like I've heard so many commentaries that it's just like, oh, nigga, turn the next channel.
Yeah. Could
But
you
I love you.
imagine me?
Yeah.
Vulture? I have to go through people's videos all day. Same thing. Minecraft. Hey guys, this is, and I'm gonna it's like fucking I'm gonna kill somebody.
But you know, I
You know
I
how
love.
close I am to snapping every time?
I don't know, like, to me, though, is like, when you were saying about being the king, I can understand that to a point. I don't know what, like, with me, with my focus on life is the same sort of way I am in YouTube, that YouTube is not what I want to be creative. about. Really, what I want to do is go back to university, and I want to learn to become an archaeologist. That's what I really want to do. So that's what I
cool.
will do in my own personal life. Do you know what I mean? Is go study and be an archaeologist. I don't want to be a YouTube star, you know? So this is not something that I will put my hard work into. And honestly, being in YouTube for this amount of months and whatever, I know for a fact that if I came and started a channel and turned around and said, hey, I'm single, do you know what I mean? And I sat there on Twitch with my tits out in a tank top or whatever, going giggling and twirling my hair, I know that I could probably get loads of subs or whatever. But you know what? If I was to play the game, I would play the game. But I'm just being me. I'm using this as an outlet to be creative, really. I ain't in competition with anybody.
Well, I mean, we know you want to be a real life Laura Croft, so I mean, I know that's been
Yeah,
your goal.
baby.
I know that's been your goal for a while, but I'm just saying what I mean by, when you're on the grind, whatever you're doing. I mean, even when you're going to university, there's gonna be motherfuckers there that's talking about you're 27 and you're 30 and you're just now going back to school. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? You're stupid. Like, you'll never make it and be an architect. You're gonna have so many motherfuckers hating on you, even your own family, and that's the worst.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going back to school? What I mean, shit, you can't even do this. You can't do that. I'm like, bitch, don't worry about it. When I get my degree, just see me shining and fucking chipping that shit rock or chipping that rocks, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You got to be hyper focused, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the difference between a pawn and a king. You know what I'm saying? A pawn just does whatever the king tells him to. Your job is to protect the fucking king, and that's what I use these niggas for. You know what I'm saying? Only my inner circle gets the preferential treatment. You know what I'm saying? So. And I don't want you to change for nobody, but I'm just saying, like Qui-Gon Jinn always says, your perception is your reality, and your reality is your perception. So if you sit there and you think everybody is good-natured and shit, and you get fucked over, don't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be aware, and you gotta be sort of, turn your spidey sense off. Tight spidey sense on. A lot of people turn that shit off, and then they're like, oh my god, I got heartbroken. Oh my god, the bitch fucked 10 niggas behind my back, or oh my god, she was fucking a man. You know what I'm saying? Or, it's just like, so you gotta, or she's some fat bitch that's fucking, kicking niggas on the side. You know what I'm saying? You can't, you can't be gullible, and especially now. Maybe in 1950 you could have been gullible and shit and believed that your husband was really at fucking working overtime, but in 2014, no, Nick, where are you at? I got a motherfucking
He's
Apple
banging
phone
his
tracking
secretary.
you.
He's
know what I'm
at work, but he's fucking his secretary over his desk.
Exactly.
I don't
So-
know. I do. The thing is I think the thing is you can't be too jaded. You can't be too jaded.
Yeah, you can't
I
be
was
too
like,
jaded.
The thing is this. I was really jaded to a point, and I was like you guys. I did want to just step on everybody and get the hell out. I didn't care about anybody, and it was all about me, and I wasn't happy like that. This, I suppose, I don't know, someone said to me the other day that I suppose struck a chord, but it's because I'm so happy. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like, in a way, I can't understand why people are so jaded because I'm so happy.
Well, I'm not telling you to be 100% evil, but I'm saying like 75 evil, 25 good. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be a chaotic neutral. You know what I'm saying? You can't like be a neutral. I mean, you can't be just good. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, like I said, people nowadays, are becoming more and more vicious, and so, I used to be nice. You know what I'm saying? But that nice shit, nice guys finish last and fucking dead in the grave somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So, you notice that the eviler a motherfucker is, the longer they live. So,
Yeah, but the opposite for me. I became nice because I suppose someone changed my point of view. Do you know what I mean? Like, whereas before, like, I don't know, when I was in high school, I was being driven around in, like, because over here we can't drive until we're 17. You can't get a license until you're 17.
Yeah.
And we leave school at 16. So I would be in school, you know, being driven around by all these guys. Do you know what I mean? I just had to snap my fingers and there was a guy there. And I didn't even have to give them any sexual favors for it. Do you know what I mean? I didn't even have to kiss him or anything like that. It would just flash a smile, bat my eyelids, and these guys were just falling at my feet. So, you know, I was in college and I was going for liquid lunches while the rest of people my age were, I don't know, still going to, you know, the chicken shop or whatever.
I think though I think the thing with you though is that not only are you happy, but you've accomplished, like, to me, like when I talk to you, you've accomplished most of your personal lifetime goals. I mean, you're not 100% where you want to be, but like, you know, you're married, you're happy, you got kids, a family, you got a roof over your head, like all the things that you talk about that you value, you're there. And me and your goals dramatically differ, you know, because I want to be rich and powerful, and like I said, I can't be nice. Like that night, no powerful nigga on earth has been nice. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be grimy a little bit. I mean, shit. Look at Bill Gates. So, you know, so I think our life goals, you know, differ. But like with my friends, I take care of my friends, and that's what matters. How do you treat your real friends? You know what I'm saying? And at the end, because business is business, and you know, bullshit is bullshit. But you know, when it comes to my friends, I'd never leave my friends hanging. And you know, and that's the problem with YouTube. You know, you can't even make friends because everybody's trying to fuck you in the ass. Like, I don't do anal, nigga. Oh, well, bend over anyway.
You don't do it? I know. So I can.
No, I'll force you to. It's like you don't do it. I'll force you to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Woo! Hot. All right, you guys. I'm gonna make you guys a special deal. Those of you that are watching now or later, and put in the description. If you guys can get, what do you guys want? 20, 30 likes? What do you guys say? Let's think of a number together.
I say 25 likes.
Yeah, okay. 25 likes, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
And what are we going to do, get our tits out? Is that what you're
Fuck
promising?
no. My tits are only for you, baby. But
I'm
25
glad
likes. Oh, yeah. 25 likes, and we will do a show next week. If we get 25 likes. If we don't, then you guys will have to wait till we decide when. But share this with your friends. Share this with your mama. Share this with your grandma, because I know your grandma gonna love me. I'm not into girls, but I'm into MILFs.
I will fuck your grandma, though.
Then.
I will fuck your grandma, too. But that's a whole different conversation. 25 likes. We will be back next week. Make sure you share this with everybody so you guys can see us next week. And maybe we'll have a guest on. I don't know. I've been trying to hook up some sexy bitches to come on for you guys while I sit and drink and say some pervy shit.
Sexy as in female or male?
Female, come on.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard getting females to come on webcam, though.
Not with me. I can get them to come on webcam all the time. They come everywhere.
You make me do things that I just should never do on the webcam.
I know. But you guys will have to get 25 likes to find about next week. Alright, we're going to do our outros. I remember that part. Say goodbye to the one, the only, the one who knows everything, even though he doesn't want to admit it. Hellavation.
I don't know shit. I just read a lot. But anyway, be good or be good at it, bitches. We'll see you after 25 likes.
And say goodbye to my lovely one and only YouTube wife and the woman I would marry, Lady Sinister.
I'm Lady Sinister, and I'm out of here like a boss.
Hey, I gotta do a Kermit impression before you get out of here.
Right.
Thefloorhugger, you would fuck Lady Sinister, but she's married, so that's none of my business.
Yeah, but the problem is my husband will complain about it, though.
And that's none of my business. Hey, but this keeps
done.
I think I'd actually encourage you and be like, hey, Hugger, I'll pay for the flight.
I'll be there in. Okay, bye guys.